All right, so we're gonna go over how to make reels and make it so it doesn't take up a ton of time. I think a lot of people get stuck on the fact that it needs to be perfect, or you have to have the perfect audio, or you have to have the perfect words on the screen, or whatever. And it doesn't need to be that way. If you don't already follow Brock Johnson, highly recommend. He's like an Instagram guru, and all of his information is free. So every day he posts some type of tip or trick in utilizing Instagram and how to get yourself more noticeable in the algorithm without necessarily having to go viral. I was telling some of the girls, like, I'm not in this business to go viral. I could honestly give two shits. It's more so about getting yourself out there for people to, yes, yep,
Okay.
for people to hear your story, hear your why, and to join your team essentially. So when you go to make reels, if you don't know what to post or what sounds are viral, what I've started doing, because that's what really matters is the sound, because if that's the one that's like being the most used at the time, that's what's going to be shown if you use it. If you keep picking random sounds that aren't really common, you're just going to get lost in the sauce of everyone that's making reels. So what I do, and this is literally what I do while I'm going to the bathroom or while I'm sitting on the couch taking a 5-minute break, and that's as long as I take. Do not get lost scrolling because it's easy, but I will scroll. Okay, so any of those sounds that I hear more than 3 times as I'm sitting there are the ones that are being used the most. You can also go into Google and type in trending sounds on Instagram and type in the date, and it will bring up the audio. Or if you go, there are a couple pages, there's a couple Instagram pages that are out there that help with real growth, and they post like the top 10 songs of that week or whatever. So, or sounds or audios, whatever. So follow those people or utilize those tools to get the correct sounds. And then as far as recording goes, I save the audio. So like I'll show you. Okay, yeah, that one's saved. Please be quiet. So to save an audio on this side over here, you hit the dots and then it says save. And that's literally all you do, click save. Or if it's something you want to remix, so say it's like somebody doing, like there's a lot of things where it's like, bless you, it's like body tricks where it's like, do this with your hands, or can you do this with your elbow? Like those are like little things, and you would want to remix it. That's also in those dots. And then you can also send them to somebody. So like if you think reel is funny, you can send it to your friends, or if you want to make it with someone, you can send it to them and say like, hey, let's make this, whatever. So anyways, after it's saved, you're going to go into your profile. Whoa. Hello. And at the top, these little lines, you're going to click on that. And then where it says saved, click that. And then it'll pull up all posts, and then it'll pull up just the audios that you've saved. So then you go into all posts. And then all of the ones I have saved are in here. I need to go through this and delete some, but I also leave them saved until I post the reel, because sometimes Instagram glitches and sometimes things just disappear. And I save my video and I save the audio until I share it, just because if that's the audio I want to use and then it's not working on the reel that I'm making at that time, then it's right here and I don't have to go searching for it. If you know an audio that you want, you can go into the search magnifying glass down here and literally put in hashtag and then something about that audio, search, and it'll pull it up. So that's how to get the audios on your reels. So say I want to, this is the one I'm making today. So this is the one I want to use. You click on the reel, and then on the actual sound, it says use, you click the actual song at the bottom, then you click use audio, and then it's ready to go. And then you'll see it up here. So then if you want to record yourself, I just use the front facing camera, and then I always leave the flash on because our lighting in our house is horrible, to be honest. So you can turn the flash on, you can turn the flash off. And then I always set a timer. So at the bottom right here, there's a little time clock. You're gonna hit that and you can set it for 3 seconds, 10 seconds, and I think that's it. Yeah. So if your timer's on, that little bubble will light up. So the little time clock will light up and then you're good. As soon as you hit the play button, it'll count you down. Some of the audios, like the one I did yesterday, will start playing before the time clock goes down, which is kind of frustrating. But I just start talking when it's like 2-1. I just start talking. The other thing is while you're getting ready to make your reel, just have the audio playing in the background so you don't have to like spend forever trying to memorize what it's saying. That's another trick I do all the time. So like while I'm getting ready, I just listen to the sound in the background. What a time to be alive. Okay, so see, I just learned it in 8 seconds. The other thing, if the reel is longer than 10 seconds, no one's going to watch the whole thing. It needs to be between 5 and 7 seconds because Americans have the attention span of toddlers. So if you're not grabbing their attention, they are not going to watch it. The other thing are like transitions are really important at this time, or going in different areas of your house, or walking into the camera, walking out of the camera, having it a blank screen at the beginning. Those are things that will grab someone's attention at the beginning of it. Pretty much, I mean, the words literally just stopped happening in my head. Anyways, so to record it, you're gonna hit your little timer, you're gonna hit record, you're gonna do your thing. So I'll record the wall for now. Oh, also, if you want to speed up or slow down the sound, so like if this audio is talking really fast and like you can't say it fast enough, don't post it with the lip sync off. That's like a huge thing that you'll get lost in the sauce. If the lip sync isn't on point, people might watch it to make fun of you, and that's not what we're here for. So if you hit the little 1x right here, you can speed up or slow down. This is also how I record myself when I work out, to speed it up. Or when I'm doing like brain dumps or showing that I'm working, I record it on Reels, because then you can just save it to your camera roll. And it's like a 5-second shot of you working rather than like a live time stream. Does that make sense? Yeah. So anyways, you want to speed it up, you go to 4x. You want to slow it down, you can do 0.5, 0.3, whatever. And then, so say you do 0.5, when you go to record, so that'll speed it up. But when you play it, it's normal. Hold on. I have to delete the video. Stop. So say you want to slow it down, you do the 4x. So obviously that's a little dramatic, but when you go to play it regular, it plays it normally. So if there's an audio that you really want to use, but you can't get the lip sync down, just slow it down while it's recording. And then when you go to actually play it, it'll make it faster. So do 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x to make the audio slower while you're recording. Make sense? Okay, good. Then, so say, hold on, let me record a little bit. Okay, so now we have our video. So what it's gonna do is you'll see this red bar at the top. That means that you've utilized all of the time for that reel. If you're doing a transition or anything like that, and also we can do one-on-ones for that shit later, but you'll see like how much of it you've used at the top with that red line. Then you're gonna hit this little guy, because that's the video you have. If you want to shorten it or lengthen it or whatever for transitions, you can just use this little guy, and this is what crops your video. If the audio, stop talking. if your audio is off by like a half a second at the beginning, utilize that crop function and just move it over, and then it'll start at the correct time. So like say your speech is delayed or you talk before it, all you can do is wiggle that little bar and then it'll line up perfectly. I use that sometimes. So I gotta shorten this so I can show you. Okay, so say I only want half of this video. So I crop it down at the top, you'll see the red line. See how it's half now? So if you want to line it, meaning you want to do a transition or you changed your outfit or you're going to a different part in your house to like show, like one of the ones I did, I started in my office and then I ended up in the basement. So to line it up, you hit this align function at the bottom. It'll only pop up if your video is only half made. And then you'll see the last still of the video you already recorded.
Wow.
Yes, it's actually really nice. The other thing I do, if I'm not changing locations, I don't touch my phone. I just leave it there. And if I'm like changing an outfit or changing my hair or whatever, I just leave it where it is. And then you can hit the align button to get your body in the right spot. And then that way you don't have to worry about like the closet being wrong. So say we're going to use, or like say you want the rest of your audio back, like your video that you recorded, you can also lengthen it. It doesn't delete it. So you can just lengthen it back over. This is what we're using. Then you hit preview to add text. Okay, I really would love for you to just stop telling me you're having a bad day. Okay, so now we're in preview mode. This is where you add text. You can only, I don't know why it's a glitch with Instagram right now, but to adjust when the text ends on the screen, you have to do it when you're making it or save your video to edit it later. So if you save it originally with no text, like say you're just like power making reels or just batch making them, save it to your phone. So you do that by hitting this little down arrow up here. See that little download guy? That will download it to your actual camera roll. I do that with every single reel I make because Instagram will glitch, or if my app updates and it somehow gets rid of everything, like I don't want to lose all that content I made because it takes time. So to add text, you'll literally just tap on the screen. I'm just gonna put ooh. So now I have all these O's. Where do I want to put them? Down in this corner. When you're moving the text, it will show you where your name is. Try to avoid putting text down there because when someone's scrolling, they can't read it because your name covers it up. So you want it on the screen somewhere where someone's going to see it. Also be careful because if you put it too far to the edge, it cuts it off and it doesn't tell you that you can't see it. So that's one thing. To change where it is on the text, you're going to hit the little black box. I almost said bucket down here, and then see how it's lit up for the whole reel. So say I only want it for that first 5 seconds of the reel. It'll show you. So this little bar is playing my reel. So like, oh, you can see the text. Oh, it's gone. So they'll like highlight it when it's showing, and then they'll make it like grayer for when it's not showing. And then say you want to add something else after that. So see, now you see your second text, and I want it to pop up as soon as that other one goes away. So you just line it up. So there's my first one, and I want it to happen when it disappears, and then the second one. And then you can change it down here for how long you want it to last. If for whatever reason you save the reel to put the post, like put your words on it later, I don't know why it never used to be this way, but it'll say next right here or finish right here, and you can't adjust the bar. So like unless you have a text that's going to just be on for the whole video, that's why I save it, and then I'll add it to the sound that I kept in my saved files. And then you can go in and edit it like it's a fresh reel rather than a saved reel. And then you won't get frustrated with the text and want to throw things because sometimes that happens. Okay, so say we're done and this is what we want. You click the done button at the top, you'll hit next, and then it'll bring you up to the publish screen. And I'm not obviously going to publish this one, but to change the cover photo, you click on it. So this is what shows up in your time feed, like your timeline. If that's not the part you like, you just move this little guy, and then you can pick what you want it to be on your face. Sometimes I make really ridiculous facial expressions, so I move it. Or if you click add from your camera roll, you can pick an actual photo. So like the ones that I've made with Kenzie, I want a picture of both of us. You just click add from your camera roll, and you can use any still shot photo, and it will add it and you'll see it there. So say I want to add this. So then it'll pop up like that. Then you click done. Now you want to crop it to make sure that the part of whatever it is, like sometimes a photo you'll be like standing and you want it to show your faces, not your legs. So you'll click crop profile image, and then you can move this little guy, and that's the box that's shown in your timeline.
Okay.
And you click done. Now, if you want to share it right now, you're obviously going to hit share. If you don't, it says save as draft. And that's how when I batch make reels, that's the button I utilize all the time. So we're going to save it as a draft. Then it'll take you back to like the original reel making spot. So say you want to post a draft. So you're going to go to your feed here. You're going to click the reels tab. The first bubble is all of your drafted reels. So like these are 2 that I have saved, and then that's the one we just made. So now say I want to post it. You click on it. It'll bring you right up to here. And then you can add your text, your hashtags, whatever. Brock says to use like 10-ish hashtags, like 6 to 10. It used to be 30. I'm going to delete this.
My brain doesn't know that many hashtags.
Yeah.
You just go into hashtag generator, literally Google it, hashtag generator for blank. And I'll put in girl gang, or I'll put in, if I'm making a yogurt bowl, I'll put in yogurt bowl, or like there's another one where you can put in things that you like and it will auto generate real or hashtags, or like I'll like do not overthink it. So like use part of the text. So like that one that says, ooh, what a time to be alive. I would put hashtag time to be alive, or like hashtag whatever, like team never settle, girl gang, top knot, girls with tattoos, girls work out, workouts at home, just little things that are more about me, because it's going to attract people who are like you. You can use 30 hashtags. There are a lot of people who will find you through hashtags, but don't wait. If that's what's holding you up, don't waste time on it. Just go into hashtag generator and it'll pull something up. That's pretty much reels. Oh, if you want to, okay, so say you're going to make a video and you want to use something that you already had recorded. So like say Instagram glitches and you're like, ah, shit. But you are smart and you saved your video. You're going to go to your saved audio. Hold on, our internet's slow.
Is it working better than it was last night?
No. Okay, so say this is the audio I'm going to use. Click on it. Click the audio. Okay, it says please try again. Go away. Use audio. Okay, so now I'm here and I'm like, where did my video go? You're going to click this bottom corner and it takes you to your camera roll. And then you can click recent. This will drop you down and you can actually scroll to where it says videos. And then you're not searching your whole camera roll like, where the hell is my video? So look, there's some reels I saved. Whoa. So you just click whatever video. So let's say I want to use this sweat selfie, which is a boomerang. So then it'll show you like, hey, is this the video you want? And you say yes. And then at the top it says add. So then you'll see it used up the whole space. Click preview, and then you're at the part where you can add text. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple. That's it on reels. I honestly would just say don't overthink it. Be in a space that has natural lighting, which is hard in our house. So I have ring lights. I use the flash. I will open the refrigerator and use the lights from the fridge. Listen, you gotta get creative. But a reel should not take you more than 10 minutes to make. If you're spending more than 10 minutes on making a reel, come back later or pick a different sound. You don't need to waste 30 minutes making a reel. That's literally pointless. The other thing is I'll batch make reels. So if I know that like I'm starting a work stretch today, so before work, I'm going to batch make probably 5 so that when I'm at work, I can just hit it and post it and not have to worry about thinking about content. The other thing, you can put in your text, like the caption for your actual post, not like the text on the screen. prior to saving it as a draft, I always just copy and paste it into my notebook pad thing app on my phone. And then that way, if that gets deleted or whatever, it's already all there. So when I'm in a creative mood, that's when I make those things. And that's when I put all the hashtags. So then when you're going to post for the day, there, you don't have to worry about it or you don't have to think about it. Smarter, not harder. That's the motto for 2022. All right. Do you guys have questions?
Mm-mm.
Anything you've wondered about Reels?
No?
Okay. I'm going to stop recording and then we're going to